So let's review two examples, addition and multiplication of real numbers. First example, for example, yes, we have, for example, to compute 3 over 4 times 3 over 4 minus 4 over 6. Uh, um, yes, uh, yeah. So here, uh, yes, I can I have a product, I have a difference of two terms, so I can use either I have a choice two ways to proceed. Either I compute the difference inside, then multiply two elements, or use the distributivity of multiplication with respect of the sum of or the difference. So let's do one of them. 3 over 4 times 3 over 4 minus 3 over 4 times 4 over 6. Then before computing, next step is to simplify if there is a possibility. So here for the first factor, how do we factor? So operations, fractions, we multiply numerator with numerator, denominator with denominator. Minus here, I see that I can simplify 4 by 4, 3 and 6. 6 is 2 times 3, so I can simplify and get 1 over 2. So finally, I have 9 over 8 minus 1 over 2. And here I have then either reduced to the same denominator, so or multiply, use the difference of two fractions. Minus 1 times 8 over 8 times 2. Okay? And here again, I can simplify by 2. I can take 2 as factor, so I have 9 minus 4 over 2 times 8, so that I can simplify and get the 5 over 8. Okay. Let's do another example now. What about this expression? How can you proceed? 1 over 3 plus 6 over 3. So I see first I remark that I can simplify here. So why not? So it's 1 minus 1, 1 over 3 plus 2. 2 minus 1, the sum in between real numbers is commutative and associativity. That means I can change the position of my numbers without affecting the sum or the difference. So this is what I do. This is why I can do that, and say that I have 1 plus 1 over 3, then reduce to the same denominator. So 1, I can see it as a fraction, so that I have 1 times 3 plus 1 times 1, remember, with how to add fractions, over 1 times 3. Okay, so you multiply, we move like that, and we have another row, and we have also this direction. Okay, okay, let's continue then. Okay, so I will have 3 plus 1 is 4 over 3. Another example when we have fractions. So for example, 2 over 1 over 2 minus 2 over 5 divided by 2. So for me here, I know how to divide two fractions. So let's remind ourselves for how we can do some formula here. Let's make a reminder. So here we use the fact that we have A times, let's say C minus D equal A times C minus, okay, minus E times D. Here A over B plus C over D operations A times D. So we do A times, we follow this row, then this one, A times D plus C times B over b times d. Here I will need a division e over b divided by c over d. So I know it's e over b times d over c. So this is what I will do. The only thing I have here is that I don't have here fraction exactly, but 2 can be seen as 2 over 1. It's a fraction divided by 1 over 2. So fraction over fraction minus 2 over 5 divided by 2 over 1. And now I use my rule times the inverse of 1 over 2 is 2 over 1 minus 2 over 5 multiply 1 over 2. Okay. Yes, and now let's see. So finally I have 4 minus, here I can simplify. So 1 over 5. And now I use the other rule. So here again I can see it, there is 1. So 4 times 5 is 20 minus 1 over 5, which is 19 over 5. And it is, yeah. So what about another operation? This time sum of fractions. Look at this one. So we have 2 over 3 plus 1 over 2 divided by, let's use a line. I will need another line here. Okay, and another one. So here 3 over 2 plus 2. Yes. So I will, here I can add two fractions. So it will be 2 times 2 plus 3 times 1 over 3 times 2. This is equal. Okay. And here we said I can imagine a 1 here. So 1 times 3, 3 times 1 plus 2 times 2 over 2 times 1. So finally I have a fraction here. 4 times plus 3 is 7 over 6. And here I have 4 plus 3, 7 over 2. So it will be 7 over 6 multiplied by 2 over 7. So by simplifying, I will get, so here it's 4, yes, 4 times plus 3, 7. Okay. So it will be finally simplifying by 7 and by 2, I will get 1 over 3. My final result. Okay. What about now 1, 6? Again, okay, 6. Uh, yes. What about if I had the square root of 2 times square root of 2 plus 6 square root of 4? Okay. So again, distribution. So square root of 2 times power 2 plus 6 times. I can move my, normally I have square root of 2 times, but because my multiplication is is commutative, so I can move, and associative, I can move my terms. Okay, so it's not affected. So here I have 2 plus 6, and here I will have then, this is square root of 2. Yes, so square root of 4 is 2, 6 times 2 square root of 2. So it will be 2 plus 12 square root of 2. Okay, so here I use the fact that square root of 2 power, or any a positive, okay, and irrational, uh, sorry, um, square root, okay, square power 2 is 8. And this is how you have to go. There isn't only one way to do any calculation, but you need to just to follow the rules exactly. and avoid mistakes.